Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird, and welcome back to Narcissu Side Second. I have a drink. Actually, no, I don't have a life. Never mind. I have a lack of a life. Well, let's just jump into it. To Nellos, and Alois. I swear to God, ever since I started taking Spanish class, I always see double L as yeah instead of Anyways, come on. Are you loading? Okay, thank God. It's like, are you gonna crash? Oh, this music's pretty nice. Let me check the volume, guys. Okay, we're good. June. A white overcast sky spread out today. This time's assignment is different from usual. In front of the hospital, my head was full of anticipation about a person I haven't seen yet. In the middle of the long hallway, I saw the doctor and spoke to him. So, are you really fine with it? Says Himiko? Yeah. Yes, please allow me to. Even if you say that. At my wishes, the doctor showed reluctance. For me, still being a university student, isn't the burden too heavy? That was probably the unspoken meaning behind it. The patient is, well, you know, right? Of course. That was exactly why I asked for the assignment. When the doctor still continued looking doubtful, I pressed harder. The source of this was my volunteering to be the helper of a new patient to the hospice. I made sure to bring a letter of recommendation from the church. As I spoke, I handed a single sealed envelope over. Here the domain of extraordinary acts was not decided by only the hospital itself. The wishes of the church often also had influence. Alright, I'll inform the director. Thank you very much. Giving a deep bow, I left the place. A helper's application for a 7th floor assignment. That in itself wasn't a particularly strange occurrence. Moreover, up until now, I had served 3 hospice patients already. Considering my age, that was a rare amount of helper experience. It could be said that I was a veteran. As to why it was rare, in normal hospitals, no matter how much a person volunteered, it would have been difficult for a university volunteer to be stationed at a hospice. No matter how short-handed, the place called the hospice was afforded that consideration. But this is a Christian hospital. And moreover, even compared to other places, it was more strongly a religiously oriented place than medical services oriented. But it's a hospital. It's a hospital. People go to the hospital to get better. Not to hear about Jesus. I don't give a crap about your Jesus and your Jesus and crackers. I don't need your cheeses and crackers. No. I need your medical attention. Your professional medical attention. Not your religion. I don't know what's going on with me. I feel drunk, even though I'm not. Catholic. Catholic and Christian are 2 different things, though. I mean, sure, they stem from the same thing, but still, there's key differences. And I am a Catholic. Someone who, before her earliest memories, received the waters of baptism, who actively engaged in public welfare activities. I've never been baptized. Not my brother, not me, we haven't been baptized. My mother was baptized, but we weren't, because my mom isn't religious at all. She doesn't care. These were probably all of the reasons.
だけど今度の担当はいつもと違う。
Did I miss something? Whatever. I'll just go with it. But this time's assignment is different from usual. The patient was a child, and also not just a child, one without guardians and bedridden. Aww. Essentially a child with no relatives, no parents. Yes, okay. Of course, that didn't mean the child had no parents at birth. How cruel, leaving a bedridden child and vanishing just like that. There were many of those kinds of parents. I didn't want to accept it, but that was also reality. And such a child with no place to go, no relatives. The first to take the child in would be a Catholic hospital like ours.
もしくは最後の砦と言ってもよかった。
Perhaps it could be said that it was the last resort. And that merciful stance, it was that aspect of Catholicism itself that was my reason for being faithful. That's why I was not a devoted follower. It didn't matter if it was Baptist or Protestant. I probably wouldn't have cared. Though I had been baptized before I had memories, it was just a coincidence that I was born and raised in a house next to a church. But even if it were coincidence, I didn't have the resolve to want to swear a lifelong service. I was simply a follower just of that merciful spirit. Different from the usual 7th floor, today it was to the 5th floor. Headed to greet the Nello. The Nello I still hadn't seen. The word Nello was a term between us helpers and nurses. Resident of the 7th floor, child without relatives. Bringing those together, most likely it had probably been a name taken from a dog of Flanders. It was a pretty disrespectful naming, but even now, I didn't know the truth behind it. When I came, it felt already long established.
ただ悪意を持っての呼び方ではないのだろう。
It's just that there was probably no malice behind that name. The reason was whenever it was known that a Nello was coming, the number of doctors, nurses, and helpers who sought the assignment was great. I'm sorry if you hate me saying Nello. I know I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but like, I can't help it. So it's like the only way I know how to pronounce it without it sounding weird to me, so. That sort of situation was probably because this was a hospital following Christ's teachings, which aimed at a self-sacrificing attitude. And then among those, the helpers assigned to Nello were called, with both respect and jest, Alois. In reality, Patrice, I don't know. Pastre. I don't fucking know how to pronounce that word. How do you pronounce these words? I only know Alois. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that one right. And I yawned in the middle of that sentence. Would have been closer.
でも私たちは一緒に死んであげることはできない。
However, we are unable to die with them. No, don't just give up so easily. There's things called suicide, you know? Suicide pact. That was why they were called the closest best friend, Alois.
そしてこの私もアロア役を求める一人だった。
And I was one of those who desired the role of Alois. Why is it whenever it says something like knock knock click or just a click, we never hear the click, we always hear the knock, so we never hear the click. That makes me sad.
おはよう。
Good morning.
おはよう。
Oh, what a cute little voice. But let me ruin it now. Ah! Boon! Good morning.
Good morning.
Raising her body up in the bed, a girl looked this way. Above her knees, perhaps was because it was just past noon, was an already eaten lunch tray. Her voluminous hair left an impression.
あら、偉いわね。ちゃんと残さずに食べたのね。
Oh, what a good girl. You finished it all. I hope I said creepy enough for that. I'm sorry.
本当はブロッコリー嫌いだけど。
Broccoli, you know.
Well, really, I don't like broccoli. それでお姉さんは？
And my son is.
ああ、自己紹介がまだだったわね。
I didn't introduce myself yet, did I? No, you didn't, you idiot!
今度あなたの担当になったヘルパーよ。
I'm the helper that just got assigned to you. As I answered, I opened up the certificate and showed her. A child of this age, it might have been pointless, but showing the person now was a set thing here.
じゃあこれからよろしくね。
So, treat me well from now on.
こちらこそ。
Boon!
And me too.
She responded with those words, but she looked this way with a puzzled expression.
でもヘルパーって何？
But what's a helper? That was unexpected. It had been likely that there were lots of things she didn't understand, but I hadn't thought it was to this extent.
お医者さんや看護婦さんとは違うの？
It's different from doctors and nurses?
それは
That's... I wonder how should I answer that question? Someone who took care of them. Normally that probably would have been fine. But from here on out, what faced this girl was the 7th floor. And I was her helper, the Alois for Nellos. Normally, unless one were notified, one couldn't be admitted into the 7th floor, meaning they've been informed that they had already run out of treatments. To be direct about it, the pronouncement that they would die. After they received that explanation and the hospital receives their agreement, they are finally allowed in. And that was exactly why in many general hospitals, hospices were not offered to children. However, Nellos were different. This place was different. Moreover, if both parents had been Catholics, then even more so.
どうしたの？お姉さん。
What's wrong? お姉さん。
あ、ごめんなさい。
Sorry. While thinking over the question, what is a helper, I had fallen silent.
そうね。友達みたいなもんよ。
Yeah, well, it's something like a friend.
お姉さんが私の？
Oni-san is mine. I'm just kidding. I love it. I wanted to read it that way. Oni-san is mine.
お姉さん is mine? だから何でも遠慮なく言ってね。
Yep, so say whatever you want without holding back, okay? Okay, now say some fucked up shit, little girl. Quickly began cleaning up the tray that the girl had already finished eating.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry.
いいのいいの。友達なんだから遠慮しないで。
It's fine, it's fine. We're friends, so don't be so reserved. Down! I continued speaking to the girl who was still acting reserved.
それにね、嬉しいのよ私。
You know what? You know what, guys? You know what you should do? Every time I do an every time I do an take a drink. Just do it. Take a drink of whatever you want. A drink of milk, a drink of juice, a drink of alcohol, a drink of love juices, whatever. Just take a drink of whatever, okay? Just do it. But take a drink of bleach. I don't care. Actually, no, wait. Don't die. Don't kill yourselves. Just watch all these videos and take a drink every time it's oon. And besides that, I'm happy.
どうして？
Why?
実はね、以前から年の離れた友達が欲しかったのよ。
You see, from long ago, I wanted a friend from another age group.
私もお姉さんが欲しかった。
I also wanted a big sister.
じゃあ決まりね。
Oh, then it's decided. As I spoke, I held out my hand.
これからもよろしくね。
So, treat me well here on out, okay?
こちらこそ。
You already agreed to this, though! Oon! Me too. The burning sunlight and the sound of cicadas. The hand I touched for the first time was warm. A summer day which would also soon transfer to the 7th floor. And so we became friends. Neo and Alois became friends. A few days after, as usual, I headed to the girl.
熱。
Hot! As the early cicadas began to call in earnest, today again looked like it would be a hot day again. Okay, you didn't need to put the second again in there, but alright. Where's the click? Where's the click? Give me a fucking click! Is that so hard? Is that so hard? Is that so hard? You can't go. You can't do this. You can't make a click noise. You can't go. Oh, wait, that's not clicking. Why the fuck is a click? Okay, whatever.
おはよ
Good morning.
う。おはよう。
Good morning. Same as yesterday, she lightly raised her body on the bed and exchanged greetings. Just a little bit, she seemed to be lowering her guard, but still, somewhere the girl was reserved.
もう朝の検温は終わった？
Did the morning temperature check finish already?
6度5分だった。
Wow, I love how they did that. That's great. It's like, oh yeah, these Americans don't know the metric system. Or, not metric system. Is Celsius considered part of the metric system? What is that? The moment when you get a text from a guy and you're like, I should probably respond to this, but I'm in the middle of recording a video, so I feel bad. I don't know what to say to people. I don't even want to look at it, because I'm nervous to see what it says. Basically, I asked this guy if we were still going. There's a dance tomorrow night, and I was asking him if he's still going to the dance with me. And like, the thing is that I barely talked to this guy, and I'm kind of nervous to see what he has to say, because I feel bad. It's like, I don't know what to say to him. He's just a very quiet person, and you know, just like, I don't know what to say to you. What am I looking up again? Whatever. Okay, whatever. We'll do it later. Whatever. Right? sure I'm not saying something stupid. Metric system. What the fuck? I hate Google Assistant, by the way. I hate the update. I hate that they just changed the simple Google search on the on my phone to just Google Assistant, because Google Assistant is slow as fuck. Yes, it was 36.5 degrees Celsius.
そうだったら安心ね。
I see, then there's nothing to worry about, right? As I answered, I cleaned up the breakfast tray. With that, until the afternoon, I'd run out of things that I had to do. From the start, there wasn't much for helpers to do. Medical matters were the work of the doctors and nurses. At the most, it was on the level of taking temperatures and giving support in their daily lives. However, another way to say it would be that there was no upper limit to supporting their daily lives. And it was exactly for that reason that it wasn't the doctors or nurses, but the assigned helper who was given the name Alois.
じゃあさ、食堂にでも行こうか。
Well then, shall we go to the cafeteria?
でも、さっき食べたとこだけど。
But I just finished eating.
アイスよ、アイス。これだけ暑いんだからさ。
Ice cream. This is hot after all.
でも、
But she made a complicated face and looked down. She must be thinking of something besides politeness.
大丈夫だって。お姉さんおごってあげるから。
Don't worry, Oni-san is buying. And so, as if I were giving her back a push, we headed to the cafeteria. Since it was still morning, there was a scattering of people. Within that, we sat next to each other at a table.
さあ、何でも好きなの言って。
So, tell me whatever you'd like.
でも、
Okay, but...
だから、遠慮いらないって。
Like I said, don't be so reserved. As I spoke, I turned to the cafeteria menu.
じゃあ、バニラで。
Then, vanilla.
はい、バニラ了解。私は何にしようかな。
Okay, vanilla, got it. And what should I have?
アイスって1種類しかないのね。
Wait, there's only one type of ice cream, isn't there?
そうみたい。
Looks like it.
これじゃ選択の余地なかったわね。
With this, there's no room for choices there.
すぐ買ってくるわ。
Well, I'll go buy them quick. Oh, fireworks are going off. It's a football game tonight. Home game. Now my dog's gonna be scared. God damn it. Leaving. Oh my god, by the way. Oh my god. I'm so mad at my mom. She's gone right now because she's going to Florida for like more than a week. And oh my god, she's a piece of work. This is like it's the second time this happened, but she fucking left her bedroom door open and she had pot, like edibles, covered in chocolate, like chocolate edibles on her bed. And my dog got in there and she started eating it. This is the second time it's happened. First time it happened, she ate enough edibles for 4 adults. She was high as fuck, and she's high now. I mean, luckily I got there in time to get her to stop, and we had to induce her to vomit and all that. And my mom was like refusing to take her to the fucking vet, even though this is the second time it's happened. Third time overall where my mom left something out that she shouldn't be eating, but my dog got into anyways. Like, and my mom just avoided weights responsibility. She's like, I was telling her it was her fault. We were both, my brother and I were both telling her it was her fault. And it is. You don't leave your door open. Don't leave your door open with pot edibles on your bed where a dog can get into them, especially when you know she can go into your room and get into your stuff. Especially when you know that. It's like the third fucking time. Get your fucking act together, right? But anyways, it's just awful. My poor dog is like, she's probably shaking even more now because of the fucking fireworks just went off. And she's shaking and she was all like walking around funnily, and she was like falling over because she was high. It looked like she was having a bad trip. She was just like laying down and not moving that much. Like, fuck. You got my dog high like the second time. Anyways, leaving the girl seated, I headed to the counter. Looking around, children of a similar age as the girl were eating together with their mother or father. Of course, a child of that age eating alone in a hospital cafeteria would be more strange. But the girl's parents were already gone. Of course, the girl didn't know, wasn't allowed to know.
Hi, omatase.
Here, sorry for the wait.
Iceがいっぱい。
Lots of ice cream.
思ったよりサイズ小さかったから一つじゃ寂しいと思ってね。
Yeah, this size was smaller than I expected, so I thought just one would be rather lonely.
というわけでノルマは一人二つだからね。
And so, the rule is one person gets two, okay?
あれ？もしかしてアイス嫌いだった？
Oh, is it that you don't like ice cream?
そうじゃないけど。
It's not that.
もしお母さんに見つかったら怒られるかも。
If Mom sees me, she might be angry.
いつもアイスはダメって言われてたから。
Because she always said I couldn't have ice cream. Saying that, she looked down sadly.
大丈夫よ。お姉さんと一緒だったら。
It's alright, because One-san is with you.
本当に？
Really?
先生や看護婦さんも怒らないから。
Yes. The doctors and nurses won't get mad either.
わかった。
No! Okay. And this time she happily extended her hand towards a spoon. It was probably a given, but since coming here, she likely hadn't eaten any. However, someone of this child's age, there was no way they could hate ice cream or chocolate. While pondering that, I watched the girl eating, and after just a few spoonfuls, once again her hand stopped.
どうかした？
What's wrong?
そういえばお母さん
Oh yeah.
最近は全然お見舞いにも来てくれないの。
Lately she hasn't been coming to visit.
以前は毎日のように来てくれてたのに。
Before, she came to visit me every day.
そう。
I see. Beyond that, I couldn't say anymore. There's no need for this child to know. At least in my case, it didn't seem like I would be able to tell her. Your parents are long gone. You, all alone from here on, will go to the 7th floor. There was just no way I could say that. And sadly, I learned that it was a very common thing. Leaving behind only the patient, the family disappearing. There were probably various reasons, financially, psychologically. Let me get my dog. She's scratching at my door. I think she's afraid. Let me go get her. I'm sorry, I need to comfort my baby. Need you, baby? Hi, baby girl. Oh, she's going on my bed now with my clothes on there. Hey! Hey! Oh, you cute girl. Because she is covered in hydrogen peroxide to make her throw up.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Hi.
Can you guys hear her? Do you hear the jingling of the... Well, now you do.
Hi.
Hey, I just put you on my lap and now you want to get off? Oh, you dick. You bitch.
Here, bitch. What do you want? You want out of my room now? You just got in here. Now you're shaking yourself on the floor. I'm coming with you. I'm recording a video. Oh, now you want back in. Make up your fucking mind. You little butt face. Hey, don't you lay on my clean clothes. Hey, get off. Get off my clean clothes. Hey, oi, get off. Off. Right there. There you go. Hi, sweet baby.
Sorry about that, guys. Oh, now she's looking at the door again. God damn it. Ah! I thought it was a very heartless and cruel act, but I couldn't rise to unilaterally blame the parents. Now she's on the floor. Okay. Leaving behind a child in a sick bed and disappearing, no parent would do so willingly. Beyond the cliched words of being worn out from giving care, their agonies and burdens must have been great. I just felt this world was sad. And once again, I learned that it was another part of reality.
どうかしたの、お姉さん。
What's wrong, Onesa?
なんでもないわよ。
Nothing. And now my dog's freaking out because I did that.
それよりも、
And instead of that,
ほら。よかったら私の分もあげよっか。
here, if you'd like, I can give you my share. And now she's barking.
でも、
Clover, make up your mind! Girl, you need to make up your mind! Okay, I'm going out. Bye. Oh my god! But
いいからいいから。遠慮しないで。
it's fine. Don't hold back. Moving the girl's already finished dishes aside, I replaced them with my own dishes of ice cream. I'm just gonna check the time here for a second. Oh wow, 33 minutes. Okay.
おいしい？
Is it good?
このアイスおいしいね。
This ice cream is good, isn't it? Saying that, she showed me a smile. The usually reserved girl smiled for the first time for me. For a hospital cafeteria's cheap vanilla. The first time she looked at me with a happy face. A few days after, the burning sunlight and the sound of cicadas, today I also headed to a girl's place. The other day she had been transferred to the 7th floor, but nothing in particular seemed to have changed. What about the 6th floor? Is there a 6th floor? She was on the 5th floor and you just moved her to the 7th? Okay. So the greatest worry now is the question about her parents. I had no confidence in how I would answer that. Good morning.
今日も暑いわね。
It's hot today too, isn't it? I exchanged greetings with a nurse friend. How is it? Already used to hear What? Already used to hear yet? What? What? What is this? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Oh, no, I'm such wonderful combinations of things. Unacceptable! Unacceptable! is it already used to being here yet?
もともと5階でも個室だったしね。
Yeah, originally on the 5th floor, it was a single room too after all. The here that she spoke about was the 7th floor, and used to was, of course, not speaking about me. Could it be that you were together all night?
まあ補助ベッドで寝るのは慣れてるから。
Well, I'm used to sleeping on the spare beds. Really, when there's no guardians around, it's difficult in many ways, isn't it? At the words, I gave a vague nod. By the way, what she was hinting at with how there were no guardians around, what she hinted at was that it wasn't that they had vanished without a trace, but that they no longer were in this world. The cause of death was something the head nurse didn't tell me. I was only told that it was in an accident or sickness. The remaining possible causes of death were but one. And that was why no more was asked by either of us. Even in this modern age for us Catholics, it was a great sin and a forbidden act. Oh, we're talking about suicide. Ouch. Well, if there's anything, just say, okay?
ありがとう。
Yeah, thanks, okay. Click! I did the
おは
click
よ
this time.
う。どう具合は？
Good morning. How are you feeling?
今日はいいみたい。
My dog's scratching at my door again. Clover! What do you want? Ah! Give me a minute. What do you want? You want on my bed? Again? What the hell? Oh my god, dog. You keep interrupting me. You're a video interrupting dog. Women. You can't live with them. Today seems good. Oh my god! Now you want to leave my room again? Clover, make up your goddamn mind. Fuck you, I'm not opening the door again. As always, the girl raised her upper body in bed and looked over. And I sat down in the folding chair next to the bed. Then, just like that, we spent most of the whole day together. From the window, the bright sunlight shone on her profile. Once in a while, we would talk about little things. That was our usual appearance.
今日も綺麗なお花ね。
Today, the flowers are pretty too, aren't they? Decorating the windowsill were a number of small flower vases, and them shone bright whites and yellows.
あのね、看護婦さんが飾ってくれたの。
Oh my god, now she's barking. What do you want? You want to leave? You want to leave? Are you gonna not bother me? Okay, you want to leave. You seriously want to leave? You seriously want to leave? You're wagging your tail. You're looking a little happy. You want to leave? Clover. Hey. 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 Oh my god. Dog. Why do you respond to dog and not your own name?
そう。よかったわね。
I see, isn't that wonderful? As I answered, I added water to the vase of yellow Jabras, while the girl happily watched my actions. From a glance, it was the scene of a common, everyday hospital room. Stop barking! What do you want? Oh, now you're bothering me. Okay, you know what? It's the last time I'm doing this. You rude it. God. Just trying to record a video and you keep barking and scratching at my door and then wanting to leave. Oh my god, dog. From a glance, it was the scene of a common, everyday hospital room. However, the truth was different. In reality, visitors' flowers for the girl didn't exist. Since there are no relatives, there is no one to bring them. But at this hospital, especially for the 7th floor, someone always sent flowers. That was the nurses and us helpers. Everyone on the floor shared in it. And when even that wasn't enough, some were selected from the flower beds. That was also another part of the job. No, Clover, I'm not letting you back in my room! Even for the people who had made absolutely no visitors. Stop scratching at my door! I'm not letting you back in. It was a situation where we made it so that there were always flowers.
ガーベラが好き。
Stop it! Do you like Gerberus?
でも、白い
Ah!
方がもっと好き。
I'm sorry for screaming. My dog is bothering me. Yes, but I like the white ones more. As she spoke, she pointed to the other vase, at the white lilies. Generally, as visiting flowers, their scent was too strong. This vase wasn't one that we prepared. But I could imagine who the sender was. A person who would send such a gift. There weren't that many.
教会って人が飾ってくれたの。
A church person brought those.
ええ。どうやらお越しになられたようですね。
Clara, stop scratching at my door! I'm not letting you back in! Indeed, looks like they've decided to come.
うん。また来るって言ってた。
No! They said they'd come again. The girl happily answered that she liked lilies. Most likely it was a priest or a sister who had come to visit. Considering the girl's circumstances, it wasn't surprising that the church would do something like that. Even for people who were not of the faithful, they were included without distinction and with a merciful spirit. In a way, it was exactly like this place. But for this girl, she probably didn't understand it much. Well, yeah. Even with both parents were Christians, the girl herself had not been baptized and was young and innocent.
あ、そういえば、
Oh, yes.
お父さんとお母さんのことだけど、
About Mom and Dad. The sudden question about the parents, I jumped. This was the thing I worried about the most.
ね、遠くに旅行に行ってるんだって。
I was told that they were on a long trip.
だからしばらくお見舞いにも来れないって。
So for a while they won't be able to come visit. Who said such a thing? I swallowed down the words of the immediate question. Perhaps a doctor or a nurse? There was also a chance it had been a priest or sister. But no matter who it was, it didn't seem I would be able to contradict it. To speak of this lie. To say that we simply shouldn't lie, that it is an evil. I wasn't childish enough to believe that would be the end of this matter. I didn't know who had said it, but their feelings were probably the same as mine. If someone from a long distance were to find an excuse to condemn this act, I would want them to teach us, who are directly in contact with things, some other way. If this act were to be called evil, then all of us, I suppose, would be evil people. Going along with the lie would probably mean I was an accomplice.
お母さん早く帰ってこないかな。
I wonder if Mom will come back soon.
いつもね、プリン作ってきてくれるんだよ。
Always, she'd make pudding for me. Aww.
さんも一緒に食べようね。
Oh, I want someone to make me pudding. Oh, I'm sad now. Oh my god, that reminds me of the one time I tried to make homemade pudding and it tasted terrible. It was bad. I burnt it and it was bad. Ugh. Never trying it again. Unless I find a better recipe. So, Oni-san, we'll eat it together, right?
楽しみね。
Yeah, I'll look forward to it. Beyond that, I couldn't find any words to reply with. It was just against the intense pressure of being able to say nothing. I couldn't help but string together whatever words I could.
そうだ。
Oh, yeah!
ねえ、食堂行きましょうよ。
Say, let's go to the cafeteria.
でもさっき朝ごはん食べたとこだよ。
But just before I ate breakfast.
いいからいいから、またアイスおごってあげるから。
It's fine. I'll buy you ice cream again. Once again, as if pushing her from behind, we headed to the usual hospital cafeteria. Wait. So your mom wouldn't let you have ice cream, but she made you pudding. Fundamentally, there's not really much big of a difference between pudding and ice cream. Ice cream is just cold and more creamy. Pudding is more gelatinous and it's cold. There's fundamentally no real difference between the two, if you think about it. No, just don't make sense. The Nellos and Alois who became friends. Really, it was closer to being Patrice, but we were unable to die with them. That's why I was Nellos' #1 best friend, Alois. But continuing to hold secrets, could I truly be called a friend? And also, the fact that the girl herself would soon be dying. Just how long must that be concealed? Oh my god. Shh. Go away, email. Can I just block these notifications? I'm gonna block these notifications one of these days, probably after this. A few days after, today a clear summer sky had also spread wide. Under that sky today, the two of us went out into the courtyard.
今日はちょっと暑いね。
Phew, today's a bit hot, isn't it?
じゃあ、そろそろ戻ろうかしら。
So, how about we go back?
もう少し外がいい。
I want to stay out a bit more. As she spoke, she turned a happy face towards me. She hadn't really become attached to me. It probably didn't need saying, but there were no people around of similar age. The majority on this 7th floor were elderly. That was why, even more so, I made to always be near her.
あれ、なんでこの場所はお花がないの？
Huh? Why does this place not have flowers? Before our eyes spread a flower bed. Among the colorful flowers in the green grass that could be seen, only that corner was in a barren state.
もしかして枯れちゃったの？
Did they wither?
まあ、そう言えなくもないわね。
Well, I can't say that they didn't.
そうなんだ。ちょっとかわいそうだね。
Oh, that's a little sad. As she spoke, she seemed a bit desolate. But that area was for flowers that bloomed in the spring. Having already finished blooming, they were simply gone now, as they should be.
でもね、来月にはまた種を植えるから。
But you know what? Next month they'll plant seeds again.
きっとすぐに賑やかになるわよ。
I'm sure soon it'll be lively again.
わかった。
Oh no! Okay. At those words, she once again answered with a happy face. To that girl, I continued with words that I suddenly recalled.
ここは荒野。だから花が咲くのよ。
The wilderness and the dry land shall be glad, the desert shall rejoice and blossom.
これはイザヤ書の言葉ね。
These are words from the book of Isaiah. And so I began to explain to the girl how in the 35th chapter there was the passage, the wilderness and the dry land shall be glad, the desert shall rejoice and blossom, like the crocus it shall blossom.
そして盛んに花を咲かせ、喜び喜んで歌う。
It shall blossom abundantly and rejoice with joy and singing.
ちょっとよくわからないかも。
I don't think I understand very well.
まあ、何もないからって悲しむんじゃなくて、
Well, don't be sad because there's nothing.
何もないからこそ喜びも生まれるって意味かしら。
It is because there's nothing that joy can be born. Might be what it means.
へえ、お姉さんってすごい。
Wow, One sounds amazing.
別にそんなことないわよ。
I'm not really anything like that. For some reason, the girl was impressed, but I denied it.
所詮私は経典や聖者の言葉を知っているだけで、
I just know the words of scripture and saints, that's all.
別に自分自身の言葉じゃないからね。
It's not as if they're my own words, you see.
じゃあお姉さんって物知りなんだね。
Then One-san knows a lot, doesn't she?
そういうのには詳しいかもね。
Well, I think I might know a lot about that sort of thing.
博士？
Professor?
博士くん。
Ah! Professor, eh?
そこまでじゃないけど、なんかいいわね。
I wouldn't go that far, but it sounds kind of nice, doesn't it?
じゃああれは知ってる？
Then, do you know about that? As she spoke, what she pointed to was the phoenix palm growing at the hospital's entrance. Oh! It's going full circle!
私パイナップルの木に思うんだけど。
Pineapples don't grow on trees! Okay, thank you. I've been thinking that's a pineapple tree, but
パイナップル？
pineapple? Pineapple?
すっごく大きいよね。
Mm-hmm. It's really big, right? Well, it's true that they look similar.
ねえ、どうして誰も食べないのかな？
So why do you think no one's eating it? She wasn't joking. I was pretty sure this child was saying it seriously. Should I correct her? Should I agree with her? For just a moment, I debated.
いいところに気づいたわね。
Yes, you've noticed the important part, didn't you?
実はあれはパイナップルの木なのよ。
Truth is, that's a pineapple tree! Pineapples don't grow on trees! They don't grow on trees. They don't grow on trees. They don't grow on trees. I should just make that a song. Pineapples don't grow on trees. Pineapples don't grow on trees. If you believe that they do, then I will say you can go screw off. I hate you.
やっぱり。
Just as I thought.
でもね、このことは絶対に秘密にしないとダメなの。
But you know, this absolutely must be kept a secret.
どうして？
Why?
だってみんなにバレたら食べられちゃうでしょ。
Because if everyone found out, it'd be eaten up, right?
だからああやってもっともっと大きく育つまで秘密にしてるの。
So, until it grows much, much bigger. We're keeping it a secret.
なるほど。さすが博士だね。
How's that like a professor? I don't know anymore. I see, just like a professor. The girl answered as if greatly impressed.
あとね、他にこういうのも知ってるわよ。
And you know, I know some other things.
なになに？
What? What? With expectant eyes, the girl looked at me. Facing the girl, I took from my pocket my rosary and
あなたの上に主の豊かな恵みと祝福がありますように。
may the bountiful blessings and grace of the Lord be upon you. Joining my hands, closing my eyes, I offered a prayer for the girl.
はい、終わったわよ。
Okay, all done.
今のは何？呪文みたいなの？
What's that just then? Is it like a magic spell?
呪文か。ちょっと違うかな？
A magic spell? Well, it's a bit different from that. Certainly, if it were a saint or archbishop, maybe it could have been called a spell or magic. But I was neither a pastor nor of the clergy, just one of the faithful. So it wasn't anything extravagant like a sacrament, but... So it wasn't anything extravagant like a sacrament. It was nothing more than a simple prayer.
じゃあ、おまじない？
Then a charm?
うん。そんな感じかな。
Something like that. That or just a way to ease the mind. From the start, I wasn't expecting it to be effective, and really, that reason wasn't why prayer existed to begin with.
でも、まあ、せっかくだから魔法でもいいわよ。
But well, since we're at it, calling it magic is fine.
わかった。
Oh no! Got it! And then she showed me her usual bright smile. We who had become friends, Nellos and Alois. Up until now, even though we were supposed to be close friends, I, who could do nothing other than buy her ice cream. Such an Alois found one more thing that she could do for the girl. Hey! Kindness! Wow! 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 Almost an hour! Oh my god, that took Oh my god, that took forever. I bet it would have taken as long if I didn't have to keep getting up and attending to my dog. Because she's a little butt face. But anyways, that was nice. I like that. I like that. That was nice. That was nice. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Narcissu Side Second, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring the notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!